Hi guys! So today we're gonna try out the new Tati Beauty Blendiful. I'm so excited. So this is one Blendiful and one baby Blendiful. This was $18. I think it took, I ordered this Monday and it got here I think Tuesday or Wednesday. So not too bad with the shipping. So the Blendiful does come with cleaning instructions on the back and a little message from Tati. It says no harsh lines, XO's Tati. So the cleaning instructions are machine wash and dry in delicate laundry bag or gently hand wash in warm soapy water, rinse thoroughly and blow dry. Do not bleach, do not dry clean. It's 100% polyester, polyurethane. It's cruelty-free, vegan. It's cruelty-free and vegan. So very cool. We're gonna open the little pouch up. So I'm gonna use this. She said you can use this with powders, you can use this with liquids, you can basically do your whole face with this little tool. If you guys know me, I am a huge fan of the Makeup Shack, the original blender that they have. Their sponge is amazing, absolutely love it. I've used the Beauty Blender in the past, I have used brushes in the past, I have used the LC Cosmetics, the Dose of Colors, the Fenty Beauty, the Sonia Kashuk, the TJ Maxx ones. I have used every single, I think, beauty sponge really that has launched. The Makeup Shack one has always been by far my favorite, but I thought I would give this a try, and here it is right here. So for like reference, I have really small hands, so like referencing it to my hand is probably not great, but for reference, it's a little puff. It looks like this. It's got like the little puff on both sides, so that's really nice. It's super soft. It kind of feels like this. It kind of feels like this. Like if this didn't have the brush base and you were just like doing this, that's kind of what this feels like. So I can see that it's got like the benefits of a sponge, but like the softness of a brush. Look, it even kind of looks like it, no? Oh my gosh, see? Okay, how funny. Cool. And then it comes with the little mini one. So the little mini one is, she said you can use it to like be like blotting throughout the day, stuff like that. I have dry skin, so I normally do not do that. I do not blot throughout the day or any of that. I'll be really honest, I was going to try to put my moisturizer on it, but I think she said that this works best with silicone primers, not your moisturizers. So I'm just gonna do moisturizer with my hands and get right to going. I love this moisturizer I've been using lately. It's Confidence in a Gel Lotion. It's actually it's oil-free and it's for all skin types. I really like this lotion, or I really like this moisturizer because I can feel it like hydrating my skin as I'm putting it in, which is amazing. I did just get a lash fill and now looking at my lashes, I'm like, ooh, yes, girl. Oh, so good. Love that stuff. Gotta give it a second to kind of sink in. My skin is so dry, so it's just gonna all this up. But again, she said that the moisturizer wasn't the best way to start using it, that you definitely wanted to use it with like silicone primers and such. I'm going to use my favorite foundation with it, which at the moment is the Dose of Colors. This is in the shade 123 Medium Tan. I really do like my Anastasia Beverly Hills one as well, but it is a tad darker than this. And so right now, since I'm so pale, see, I'm like pale from here to here, but like not so pale here. Anyways, it's not like the best shade to use right now for me. All right, so now that we gave that a second, I'm a little nervous about using this, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched anybody else's videos. I watched her video on how to use it, and that's it. I'm trying to see, like, the little fuzzies are like, yeah, they're staying in place. So we're just gonna go for it, I guess. So I'm going to, I want to use the tip, but I know I want to use the tip for here. So I kind of, maybe I turn this around. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to wear it upside down because I really want to use the tip for concealer. So I'm going to put a couple of pumps, like tiny pumps, onto there. And I'm going to do what I normally do, which is blot my foundation kind of everywhere. And then go and blend. Feels really nice on the skin. And it feels kind of just, it feels nice because you're just blending like You know, you don't have to blend it any specific way. And the beauty of this, she said or mentioned quite a few times in her video, was that it's not going to eat your foundation the way that sponges, I mean, sponges don't eat all of your foundation, but some of it, yes, because it is a sponge, it's going to soak up product. A lot of product gets lost in the brush, so that's after going in with it once. I think I need a little bit more foundation, and that's not on the blender, that's on me, because I did like really small pumps because I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be really doing it like this per se. So let's try now. Okay, yeah, I think better coverage. There we go. Yeah. I like full coverage foundations, not for any particular reason other than the fact that I just, you know, I've got a little bit of places where I've got a little bit of hyperpigmentation, like here and around my mouth, like most girls about my skin color or darker girls have. Okay. I've got a mirror here too, so I'm gonna like look, because like I'm looking in the camera at what I'm doing and I want to see what's good on here. Okay. I feel like that's nicely blended. Like my chin, not so much. My chin, not so great. Like my chin looks like when I've been resting my hand on it. A little extra there. Covering. I don't know if I'm rubbing my chin too hard. I feel like I'm taking off foundation in that spot instead of putting it on. Maybe I'm doing this too roughly. I do have a tendency of having a pretty firm hand, so I'm just gonna pat it in instead of rubbing. Pat, pat, pat. And I'm gonna go around my nose. This is always really hard because sometimes I'll be looking at my makeup and I'll like pull my nose and like I have that big old like right here. It'll be like big old line because I didn't put foundation there. I'm gonna do a little bit more blending. Okay, foundation looks good. Great. Okay, cool. We're done with foundation. That's about how much space that took up, but I'm pretty haphazard when I do these things, so you might be able to get away with using a little less. I'm gonna go ahead and put my concealer on. I use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Golden. This is my favorite concealer now. You know, I feel like we're at a point where it's like no brand is safe, so you almost want to have a backup for your holy grails, because you don't know, your favorite brand might get canceled and then you gotta get something else, and it's a whole, I don't know. That's just where we are in 2020. I'm gonna wait for it to just a little bit. I did do the traditional upside down triangle motions. I put a little more than I intended to on because it's like down here to my cheeks, but that's okay. But I got this step actually from Jackie. You wait for your concealer to sit a little before you blend it out so that you're not blending away the coverage right away. Pro tip, the more you know. Now that we've let that sit for a little bit, I'm going to take the corner end and I'm going to blend. And so this is a little bit different motions. With the foundation, I was kind of rubbing and now I'm patting. I just kind of want to see if it changes the result if you use different techniques. Okay, that's nice. And I was able to get like all the way in here where I normally kind of skip because I don't want to get foundation on my lashes. I'm gonna do the other eye. I was using the wrong technique. I think I forgot that you're still kind of supposed to use it like a sponge. And so you're supposed to blot and blend, not rub. Nice. Okay. All right, that's nicely blended. All right, and then on the edges. Okay, so now that I've done my concealer, that's about how much space I've taken up there. Now she said you can like fold this to like, you know, do whatever else you need to do with it. I'm going to put some powder on. So for powder, I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in Deep Peach. Pat. Which I will say probably for this step, I will really love this because normally I use a brush and the brush tends to get the product every freaking where. It'll get all over my clothes, it'll get all over my counter, all over my desk. And so having this little puff is definitely gonna be less messy. Because like when you dip it in the powder doesn't go everywhere like it does traditionally with a brush. And traditionally with the brush, I have to like tap the excess off and that gets it all over my clothes and whatnot. And like, how hard can you hit yourself? I try to be gentle, honestly. I'm much more gentle when I do other people's makeup than my own. I'm kind of a little aggressive with myself. All right, so I'm gonna turn it again and then I'm gonna use this untouched piece here and that's how I'm gonna do my bronzer. So I'm gonna use the Hourglass bronzer, the Ambient Lighting bronzer in Radiant Light. This is really the only bronzer that I ever use. I don't know. I did this. Like, what am I tapping off? Anyways, we're gonna put that here. It's a lot of bronzer. It's okay. It's okay. Like, e-girl hacks, I guess. I'm gonna definitely need to blend that out, man. Okay, now pretty much the whole sponge is like covered in a powder, a bronzer, or something. Okay, blend. And okay, now it's like nice and blended, but now I can't really see the bronzer. Okay, but I'm not going to add more because I will take it too far. So I'm going to grab a blush. I'm gonna change up my blush a little bit and I'm gonna use I do have foundation and such on my hand, which is not great because I don't like want to be getting it on my fold this, I guess. I don't know how to use this, like when you're not like, how do I grab it from the other side? Okay, I guess like that. I'm gonna use MAC Eternal Sun and I'm gonna take that on a little kind of corner of it. Yeah, that I need to like, I gotta be careful with this thing. This is a little weird. For the blush, holding this like this is a little odd. I think my other concern with blenders and such is that you're always like trying to go down to push like your peach fuzz down, and I wonder if like this is gonna like push it up. And I'm gonna add a little bit more on this cheek. Like, I feel like, can you see that? Can you see like that dark spot here, like where it's like some of the blush isn't completely blended? It's kind of stuck there. This looks great. Like I don't have a problem with this. This one, this side, I don't know if I'm like, am I rubbing too hard? Okay, well, okay, I think I'm done with that. I honestly, I'm not gonna use this like for blotting or whatever. So I'm just gonna use it now. I'm just gonna blend that blush in. And honestly, this was my first instinct, was to use this one for like blushes. And I'm also gonna use this little baby one to put on my highlighter. I'm gonna do Made Ya Look by the, oh, this is from the Jaclyn Hill, the Flare palette. I'm gonna do Made Ya Look on the little corner of the heart there. I'm gonna press here. That's nice. Okay, and then a little on the nose, and then other side, press. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. We like. Okay, for highlighter, I love it because the placement is so like precise. It's really pretty. It doesn't look powdery. I really like this for highlighter. And I think I would have preferred to use this for blush, not instead of using this big old thing and like the full thing and that. So I'm gonna do my brows off camera and I'll be back. All right, so I've given my makeup a second just to kind of see how it would all look. So here it is. I'm gonna get nice and close for you guys. Got a little stuff going on, so don't be scared. Everything did actually end up being really nicely blended. And everything's sitting. Normally, like when you put powder and you put all this stuff on your face, you got to give it like a second to sit and set. And this all set fairly quickly. This is what it looks like now. I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna keep using it, and I'll let you guys know how I like it. But so far, first use, I'm digging it. I'm gonna wash it, and I'm gonna keep using it, and then I'll give you guys a good review of like the long term. You know, washing this, how long does it take to dry? Because, you know, when you wash your brushes, you can't use them right after. And I don't think you can use, like, a brush cleanser for this. So, I'll let you guys know how that goes. Yeah, so far, I love. And if you guys want to try it out and see if you like it, then that'll be your opportunity. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And I'll see you guys soon.